welcome to Stupidity. It is February the 12th, and this is the video I promised yesterday that I would be talking about. Busy morning in the office. Coffee's getting cold. Okay, this is Wiffle Tree. It's Farm and Nurseries, and it's just north of Guelph in southern Ontario, but they will ship anywhere in Canada. When I've been looking for trees, because guys, spring is coming. The sun is getting stronger and things are starting to melt. So us little gardeners' brains have to start thinking about our yards, especially for me, because I'm rejuvenating an old garden and I'm adding to it, and I'm getting some apple trees and things like that. So I'm showing you the apple trees that I'm starting, my russets I'm starting to grow. One of my 4 doesn't look extremely healthy, but here's hoping we can save it. Anyways, this is where it is. This is the book. That what you're seeing is the website. When I compare prices with other Canadian places, they're all like roughly the same, on and off for the saplings or the trees or the canes or whatever you're getting. They're roughly about the same. So this is acceptable. Like, this is within norms. They're all Canadian. Wiffle Tree actually grows their stuff on site, so you know you've got that goes with it. So I am going to. Here we go. You should be watching when I'm singing. Okay, so you can see right across the top, we have produce. So trees, shrubs, plants, collector's corners, orchard supplies, reference books, health and welfare. Not welfare, wellness. You will notice that this isn't seeds. This is literally orchard kind of mentality. But they do have shrubs and plants. So we have berries and asparagus. Ooh. My son would love it if I got some asparagus. Reminds me of the 40 million asparagus my father had growing up. But we have autumn olives, cactuses, cherries, edible lilies. Like, there is a selection there. That's the only one that. Here's trees, apples. This is where I'm going and having to order this year. Apples. I have a couple of cherry trees that really need to be cut down. Not because they're dead, but they're so old and so big, and they've got fungus growing on them and things like that. Okay, so there we go. Info, contact, and all those things you need. You got it. There we go. That's the front page. And then you can sit and browse, which is where a lovely cup of coffee or tea or a glass of wine, if you're so inclined, you can go through. I really like the pictures. They're nice and clear. I know people have talked about nuts, but growing nuts up here in southern Ontario. However, I've never thought I could do it. So there you go. Outside chestnuts. All right. Now, for those of us, because we're not all, okay, I'm going to run down to one that I would. Let me find my russet. All right. Well, I'm just going to pick this guy just because, just we can get it. All right. You're going to know this. The one I clicked on is red flushed apple. Has a nice little picture. And that's what I wanted to show you. That it says zone 3. So you can find whatever your zone is, which is easy to find. Just go on Google. It'll let you know. Punch in your location like Ottawa and look for the zone. It'll let you know. Okay? Let you know when it harvests, which for apples is normally then. Okay? There you go. Lays it out. It will also tell you, okay, how it's going to come, which is, in this case, is 1 to 2 meters. So somewhere between 3 and 6 feet. And it's bare root, which when I was talking to them, said they transplant better that way, or their survival rate's better that way. There we go. And it will tell you it needs pollinizer. That was the other one I wanted to get to. Okay. Pollinizer simply means that you have to have another tree close to it of a different species, a different breed. So I can't plant 2 of these of the exact same and expect to get the apples. It needs another tree for the bees or the pollinators to go from A to B. Okay. Now, you can go to your local nursery. So down in Southern Ontario, we have Terra nurseries. And unfortunately, for those of us who have more land and are looking for very specific things, they tend to service city slickers, city folks. And so the tree that I got a few years ago is got 4 different apples on it. It's all been grafted onto the trunk because that way apple A can pollinate apple B. So uh, that is one of those things you have to be considered for. I don't personally like, I mean, I like the tree, but I prefer to have a tree that I can say that's a spy tree. Oh, that's an idea. A spy tree, or that's a russet tree. This, I don't know. That's just a me thing. But you can see that that particular tree is like $38 before taxes. Okay. So not a problem. Shrubs, we go to berries. This is the one I'm going for today. I don't have to get blueberries because I have blueberries. What was that? Shrubs, berries. Hmm. My I know my raspberries are on here because I'm getting them. Oh, the berries, currants. I don't need currants. Anyways, that gets us back up to resources. There's the catalog, which you can, which obviously I just did. I can download it. I prefer print because then I can curl up with it with the coffee and dream and take my time. Funny part is I might be old and gray, but I have a lot of grade 12, 11, 12 students who go, God, I wish I had textbook. They don't like it online. They want that thing. And I've got one new student who's a mixture of, she wants the textbook to read, but she likes writing on her tablet, which, okay, that's each their own. Anyways, if you want 2025, all you could do is print it in, hit this email. You can see I've already successfully done it because it's reading. Okay, or you can just download it. I prefer, but that's a me. Okay, planting guides for those of you who are new at this, or for us, like me, who goes, I just got to remember how to do it. Okay, all that information's right there. And if you just want this, I will concede it's 28 pages, but you could print off the first 2 or 3 if you want like that. It's not going to be a. Okay. There you go. That's it. Nice and easy. Okay. So let's get back to my lovely face. There you go. Anyways, that is, like I said, Whiffle Tree. And like I showed you, you can go on and physically get a catalog sent to you. I don't think this took me 2 weeks. Like I'm a snail mail kind of person. I'm not this instant kind of, it has to be. I don't mind it takes its time. I'm actually getting back into physically writing letters, especially to the one cousin I still have contact with. And we sort of change letters once or twice a year. And we laugh because our parents, who were sisters, did it. And it was always, oh, there's a letter from Amy, or there's a letter for Janet, or whatever. And at least for her and I, we got a kick out of it. And I know our moms would get, ooh, and it was like we are actually. So I'm a snail mail person. I don't mind at all. Anyways, there's an idea. Go ahead and dream. There's also one in Manitoba, and if I can find the company again, but it wouldn't be hard, just type in nurseries in Manitoba. That gives one that also sends and ships things. My daughter's used it. But there's another option. So good Canadian company, Southern Ontario, does deliver to everyone. There was, I have this in the back. It has one rate for Ontario postal codes, one rate for Quebec, Manitoba, Saskatchewan postal things, another one for Alberta and British Columbia. And I think somewhere they said they don't ship to the territories, which, to be honest, that makes logical sense, right? Because none of this is going to survive that far north. So, and I think personally the rates are acceptable, but and it's based on your subtotal, so $0 to $49. It's $12 for shipping in my zone. I'm just using my zone, where I know what I'm going for is going to be, the shipping will be about $30, $40. So that's fine. As long as the product I'm getting is good. And so I've got it made. Anyways, take care. Have a good day. Saturday is Flag Day in Canada. We don't make a big deal of it. We are this year because we have 5 retired prime ministers all coming out. Like, and it turns out it was Kim Campbell who made a point of saying it. Somebody said, "Oh, who came up with the idea?" She went, "Oh, Chrétien, of course." Of course, it was like, okay, yes, dear old Chrétien, 91. Said, guys, get out and fly your flags on the 15th, which is the day that our flag with the 2 red stripes and the maple leaf in the middle became officially our flag back in the 60s. So there you go. Go flag your, I can't talk. Go fly your flag. Mine's downstairs getting ready to be put up. Take care. Have a good day. We'll see you next time with another Canadian company.